Hello everyone, welcome to Maths with Mr. JN. Today I'm going to show you how to solve this nested root equation. We are going to explore different types of method to do it. First, we say solution. Root of x root 729 is equal to 3. First, we squared both sides. When we square both sides, we are going to have root of x root 729 all squared equal to 3 squared. Square, we cancel square root, left with x root of 729 equal to 3 raised to the power of 2. Next, we can simplify the left hand side by using law of indices. Wherever we have nth root of a is equal to a raised to the power of 1 over n. And if we apply it to the left hand side, we are going to have 729 all raised to the power of 1 over x, which is equal to 3 raised to the power of 2. Then, if we continue, we can express 729 in base 3, which will give us 3 raised to the power of 6. Meaning you have to times 3 by itself 6 times to give you 729. Then raised to the power of 1 over x, which is equal to 3 raised to the power of 2. In this case, we can multiply the powers, which will give us 3 raised to the power of 6 over x equal to 3 raised to the power of 2. We compare the base and the power. When we compare the base and the power, the base will cancel base, left with 6 all over x equal to 2 all over 1. Next step, we cross multiply. When we cross multiply, meaning 2x with times 2, which will give us 2x equal to 6 with times 1, which will give us 6. Then, to conclude, we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. When we divide both sides by 2, x is equal to 3. So 3 is the answer. Now, let's explore another method of solving this and see if we have x equals to 3 as the answer. Then we have root of x root of 729 equals to 3. What we do, we square both sides, which is root of x root of 729 all squared equal to 3 squared. Square, we cancel square root, left with x root of 729 equals to 3 raised to the power of 2. Now we have to raise the two sides to the power of x, which is x root of 729 all raised to the power of x equal to 3 squared all raised to the power of x. S will cancel x root, left with 729 equal to, we can multiply the powers here, which will give us 3 raised to the power of 2x. Next step, we express 729 in base 3, which will give us 3 raised to the power of 6, which is equal to 3 raised to the power of 2x. We compare both sides, the base and the power. The base will cancel base, left with 6 equals to 2x. When we divide both sides by 2, we are going to have 6 over 2 equals to 2x all over 2. 2 will cancel 2, and 2 into 6 gives us x equals to 3, which is the same answer with the first one. Then we still have other methods to approach this and see if we still have the same answer. Let's dive into another method. Next, we are going to solve from the inside of the square root. Then we say solution. When we have root of x root 729 is equal to 3. From the law of indices, whenever we have nth root of a is the same thing as a raised to the power of 1 over n. And if when we apply this law of indices in the inner root, we are going to have root of 729 all raised to the power of 1 over x equals 3. Then we move further, we are going to have root of 729 raised to the power of 1 over x equal to 3. When we apply the nth root of law of indices, which is here, we are going to have 729 raised to the power of 1 over x or raised to the power of 1 over 2, which is equal to 3. Then when we times the power, we have 729 raised to the power of 1 times 1 gives us 1, and 2 times x gives us 2x. So we have 729 raised to the power of 1 over 2x equal to 3. Then we are going to express 729 in base 3, which will give us 3 raised to the power of 6 times 1 over 2x equal to 3. And when we multiply 6 times 1 over 2x, 2 we cancel 6, we are left with 3 raised to the power of 3 all over x, which is equal to 3 raised to the power of 1. When we compare the base, 3 we go with 3, left with 3 all over x equal to 1. If we cross multiply, this one has denominator 1. Then 1 times s gives us x equal to 1 times 3 gives us 3. Therefore, x is equal to 3 as the answer. Another way of solving it is by following the same process up till this point, which is 729 raised to the power of 1 over 2x equal to 3. What we do, we change 727 to base 3, which gives us 3 raised to the power of 6 times 1 all over 2x equals to 3. And when we multiply the powers, we are going to have 3 raised to the power of 6 all over 2x, which is equals to 3 raised to the power of 1. And when we compare the base and the power, the base will go left with 6 all over 2x equal to 1. In this point, we have to cross multiply. The 1 here is over 1. When we cross multiply, we have 1 times 2x gives us 2x, and 6 times 1 gives us 6. Then the next step, we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. And when we do that, we have 2x all over 2 equals to 6 all over 2. 2 we cancel 2, left with x equals 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. So 3 is the answer. Now we have explored different ways or methods to solve this particular question. The next step, we have to check if our answer is correct. Then we put x equal to 3 in the original equation, which is root of cube root of 729. Is it equal to 3? Let's try. Then we have to use long division method to divide 7 to 9, which is 3 into 7 gives us 2, left with 1. 3 into 12 gives us 4, and 3 into 9 gives us 3. When 3 goes, 3 into 24 gives us 8, and 3 into 3 gives us 1. 3 will still go. 3 into 81 gives us 27. 3 into 27 gives us 9, and 3 into 9 gives us 3, and 3 into 3 gives us 1. And the cube root of 729 is when we group this into 3, the prime numbers into 3, which is 1, we have 2, and 3. And if we pick the unit of the root, we multiply out, meaning 3 times 3, which is 9, meaning the cube root of 729 is equal to 9. Then, is it equal to 3? We have done with this. Now we are dealing with the big root, which is root of 9. Is root of 9 equals to 3? Yes, 3 is equal to 3. Therefore, our answer is correct. We have explored different methods of doing this particular question. If you have any other one, drop it in the comment section, and you also drop the method you prefer. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.